Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed the mini class we had. So I hope everything makes sense. This is the review that I promised. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to upload everything on YouTube. And as soon as that's all uploaded, I'll go ahead and send all this information to you, including the handouts and this particular handout as well. So let's get started. Alright, so this is just like the test, obviously different numbers. So let's see. Number 1, a restaurant offers 7 entrees and 11 desserts. How many ways? So you have 7 entrees and 11 desserts. How many ways can a person order a 2-course meal? So that's pretty simple. So all you gotta do is just take the number for each. Think of that like how we said it in the notes part. If you have like 4 shirts and 3 different pants, how many combinations of can you wear? You just multiply it out, right? So you have 7 entrees and you have 11 desserts. So you multiply it, and that gives you the total number of arrangements that you can have, right? So 77 would make sense for this question. 77 different ways to have meals. So like for example, I could have gotten, I don't know, chips and then the vegetarian meal, or I could have gotten, soup and then vegetarian meal, and whatever. There's 11 ways I can get each entree, and there's 7 entrees, so 7 times 11. So here we go. 2, there are 5 performers who are present to present their acts at the variety show. How many different ways are there to schedule their appearances? Okay, so you have 5 people for the first act, and then you have 4 people for the second. It's like a race, then 3, then 2, then 1. You guys understand? So because there are 5 people, the first person has 5 options, right? And then the second person has 4 options, and you just multiply it out to get the total arrangement. Because order does matter here. The arrangement matters. Whoever goes first is first, right? So they get to be heard first. So that's a total of, what is that, 5 times 4? Well, it's definitely not 5, 20, or 25, so it has to be C. So I'm not even going to use my calculator. All right, 3. How many arrangements can be made using 3 letters of the word hyperbola if no letters to be used more than once? Okay, so how many arrangements can be made using 3 letters from this word? So the order does matter, obviously, because if I, let's say, pick the first 3 letters, HYP or PYH, I'm assuming that they're different. Yeah, how many arrangements can be made? Yeah, so they're different arrangements. So we're going to go ahead and say, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10, and we're going to take 3 of them only. We're going to make a group of 3 out of the 10 letters. That's all it is. It's just 10 factorial P. Or 10 permutation 3. Or 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 3 factorial. Which is, if you have, again, 3 letters, you have 10 for the first choice, 9 for this. No letters used more than once. Okay, 9 for the second and 8 for the third. Okay. What is that? 10 times 9 times 8 is 720. All right, B. Simple enough. All right, 4. From 10 names on a ballot, a committee of 4 will be selected to attend a political national convention. How many different committees are possible? So, because it doesn't matter if you're picked to go to the committee, it doesn't matter if you were picked first or last, you're in the committee, right? So because it does not matter whatsoever the order, I would not use a permutation. I would instead use a combination. So it's very similar to number 3, but it's a little different. So it's going to be 10 combination 4. How many groups of 4 can I make out of 10? Basically what it's asking. So it's going to be 10 factorial over 10 minus 4 factorial. But then we also divide by 4 factorial for any repeats, right? So I'm going to use my calculator. 10 combination 4. I got 210. So the answer is A. Alrighty. 5. Use the spinner below to answer. Assume that equally likely, whatever. If a pointer lands on the borderline, okay, so borderline doesn't count. Find the probability the arrow will land on a 2 or a 3. Well, how many options? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. So it's out of 5, and to be a 2 or a 3, we're just going to say 2 out of the 5 options. So B. That's easy enough. 6 says a committee of 6 people to be selected from 8 parents and 4 teachers. That's 12 people. Find a probability of selecting 3 parents and 3 teachers. So let's start with the following. I'm going to do this as one giant combination. Combinations is the way to go here because order does not matter, right? If you got picked first or last in that group of 6, in that group of 6, it does not make a difference. You're still in the group. So we'll start with the total number of groups. So if I have 12 people and I'm going to choose 6 of them, it's going to be 12 combination 6. And then, of course, now we have 2 different types of people. We have the teachers, or I'll do with parents first, and then teachers. We'll call this one parents, and this one teachers, right? So there's 8 parents, and I'm going to choose 3 of them. That's what it says there. So 8, choose 3. And then I need 3 teachers, right? And there's how many teachers? 4 teachers. So it's going to be 4, and I'm going to choose 3 out of the 4. So this is the answer. Of course, I have to use my calculator. So 8, let's see. 8, choose 3 is 56 times 4, choose 3 is 4, divided by 12, choose 6, which is 924. So 50, I'll tell you what, 924 divided by 56, 924 divided by 56, doesn't go even, crap, 924 divided by 4, it goes, okay, so this goes evenly, becomes a 1, and this becomes a 231, so it's going to be 56 over 231. Let's see if the answer is there. Nope, because it can simplify further. Let's see, by 3 maybe, divide by 3, this will be 77, 56 divided by 3, nope, it can't be by divided by 3. By what? What am I missing here? Let me look at the choices. 33, 11, denominators, 231. Did I multiply this wrong? Is it really? Let me make sure. It can't be this one because I didn't get 100. I got 56. So it has to be one of those. I have to divide this. Oh yeah, I have a calculator. I can divide it for me. Sorry guys. So divide this for me. 8 out of 33. I'm just silly, guys. I don't know what you can divide that by. Whatever. Doesn't matter. 8 out of 33 C. Can it be? Now it's killing me. How about 6? 231 divided by 6. Nope. 231 divided by 7. By 7. I should have known this because, yeah. Alright, so there you go. Alright, now the next one, number 7. In a favor, okay, so let's find the odds in favor of getting a number less than 3 in a single die. So let's look at the die. Less than 3, you have 2 options. Okay, so you have 2 options, and that means you have 4 that are not less than 3. So it's 2 to 4, which both of these can be divided by 2. So it's really 1 to 2. So the answer should be A. Oh, there he goes. A. Alrighty, number 8. A spinner is used to Alright, a spinner is used for which it is equally probable that the pointer will land on any one of the 6 regions. 3 regions are colored. Okay, so you have 6 regions, 3 regions, and so we're going to do this, right? Oh, my marker's not working well. Okay, so what the heck? Okay, there. Sorry, my marker for some reason is lagging a lot. So we have 6 regions. It says here 3 are colored red, so I'm going to put red, red, red. 2 are green, green, green. I even put, how about I'll just change it to color green. How's that? Green, green, and 1 is yellow. So yellow. All right, and it says here, you spin it once, find a probability it will land on green. Wait, if the spinner is spun once, find a probability that it will land on a green and then yellow. That seems like it's spun twice, but I guess whatever. So it lands on green. The first time you spin it, it's 2. Actually, let me get a different color. Let's do it. Why not? 2 out of 6. That's if it lands on green. And then if I spin it again, it has 1 in 6 chance of landing on yellow. So it's a 2 in 36 chance of landing on a green and then a yellow, which if I simplify that, it's 1 out of 18. So the answer is D. Okay, it's a little confusing because it says if the pointer is spun once, but it's actually spun twice, one for each time you do it. Is the first time is green and then it's yellow. So 1 out of 18 is the only one that makes sense. Okay. Number 9, consider the political discussion group consisting of 6 Democrats, 3 Republicans, and 5 independents. So we have, what is that, 14 people there? There's 14, let's remember that. It says here, suppose that 2 group members are randomly selected, and it says here in succession. Okay, so they're selected whatever randomly and to attend a convention. Find the probability of selecting an independent and then a Democrat. All right, so it's first independent, which how many people are there? There's 5 independents. So out of the 12, you have a 5 and 12 chance of being independent. And then once you do that, then you have to select a Democrat. But here's the problem. The total is no longer, did I say 12? I meant 14. Forgive me, guys. I'm just having brain fart today. So there's 14 people, 5 out of 14 are independent. But the Democrat is still 6, but it's not out of 14 anymore. It's out of 13 because I took one out when I took out the independent. So it's going to be this product, which we can simplify. Okay, 6 can divide into 14 by 2. So this would be 3, and this would be 7. And I think that's it. Yeah, so we're going to say 7 times 13. This is going to be 91 down here. And 5 times 3 is 15. So it's 15 over 91. So the answer is B. And there's one more to go to. Number discs placed on the box, and 1 box is selected at random. If there are 5 red discs, numbers 1 through 5. So, and 4 numbers 6 through 9. So we have, I probably shouldn't have to do this, but whatever. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 through 5 are red, so I'm going to just put in red. Just put red. Oop. These are red. 4 discs are yellow, numbers 6 through 9, so yellow. So only red or yellow. Okay, that's easy. Find the probability that a disc numbered 3, given that a red disc is selected. Okay, if this question says something like this, find a probability that is 3 given it's yellow, the answer would be 0 because it's never 3 and yellow. But it's red. It's given that it's red, so there are 5 reds, and let me just write that a little better. And what's the probability that it's 3? Well, there's 1 3 out of the 5. So it's C. Okay, that's it. That's all their test is on testing. I didn't put odds or anything like that because I just wanted to make this test nice and simple given the situation we're in. Hopefully this makes sense. So expect this email. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys, well, you'll see me later, I guess, for chapter 12. All right, guys, take care.